All right. Welcome to this mini transformation transmission where we are going to talk about real things that will help you epically, that will help you transform, help you progress, and help you move forward in the life that is yours. So, why is it so important? Why is it so important for you to know your human design? If you have no idea what human design is, it is simply a system that allows you to come back to the truth of who you are using multiple modalities and different tools to help you create a process in which you can plug into. This process allows you to have choice in operating the way you always have by conditioning and false ideas, or by using a system that will bring you closer to home, right? The outcome is wanting to feel whole, wanting to feel enough, wanting to know we're loved, wanting to know that we're not broken. That's the outcome you're really after. And you cannot realize your full potential unless you know exactly who you are. So, step number one, knowing who you are is vital. Human design is transformational when you understand it through the lens that you have more than opportunity, but you literally have gifts that you are blinded to because they come so naturally to you, right? So, human design is going to use the Kabbalah, the I Ching system, the chakra system, the systems that are in place, such as quantum physics. The idea is that you have a predestined choice or plan in this lifetime. Like you agreed to have certain gifts that you would then share or that you would discover, and you don't know what they are. So you probably figure out what they are, right? So in this system with human design, it is amazing because it is going to allow you to transmute what you thought was wrong with you. It's going to help you transmute what you thought was broken within you. It's going to help you realize that there are things about you that are meant to be consistent, and there are things about you that you are forcing that actually are out of alignment totally, and you're missing the mark from who you are, who you're meant to be, who you're meant to serve, and where you're supposed to transform in your own life to your own potential. Here's the beauty in it. If you view progress as linear and structural, you'll view your value based on what you achieve. And that's a really crappy structure sometimes because when we're not constantly gaining on the material plane, we feel like we're broken. And on the opposite side of that, when we are only setting ourselves up for material gain, we miss an entire world that's available to us right now inside. Human design is the key to unlock what is already within you so that you can take what's inside of you, allow it to be, grow it like a beautiful garden that it is, and then transfigure into the blossom of this beautiful flower. Now, in human design, my most epic transformation came when I realized that I was operating from the not self theme. The not self theme is going to be a structure that you think you are based upon the negative thoughts that you have in your head. It is going to come from who your parents told you to be, from what society told you was valuable or not. And it's going to be the process that allows you to be like, oh, like this is how I'm meant to operate. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm here to share. This is the love I have to offer. Human design is so vital to healing our core wounds for this reason. When you believe something is broken or missing, you go searching for it. The problem with that is you'll never find what you're searching for because you are what you're searching for. You don't know that because it sounds ridiculous when you're not even aware that you're searching. But if you've had broken relationships, if you have been divorced, if you have been through trauma, if you have been through any experience that is less than exciting, you know firsthand what it's like to take on an emotion and to take on the trauma of the event and then to make it mean something about you, right? So I'm Brie. I went through a very transformational story where I got divorced twice by the age of 25. I was exposed to that same habitual process through my parents, who had been divorced 3 times when I was little and married other people. And then I was in a blended family with multiple other siblings. In that experience, because there were so many identities in one home, I would take on the feelings of other people. That's what we would call an empath, right? But I didn't know that. So, what good would human design be for someone in that situation? It's clarity of knowing, oh, those emotions aren't mine. That's awesome because now I can have a lifestyle that's more consistent than going from the high to the low, to the high to the low, to the high to the low, right? And that's just one tiny aspect. We haven't even touched on career and psychological events or even like the traumatics of what the body experiences, right? Isn't it so amazing to know there are processes out there that can help us give answer to what we're trying to understand? So, human design is one aspect of what we will be doing together, just one. We will have 9 coaching calls together for over an hour. And a part of that process is going through your human design so that you can understand you're not a blueprint. Okay, so hear me out very loud and clear. You are not a cookie cutter to the person next to you. And if you're not familiar with who you are, it would make sense why you go through this hamster wheel of I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, because you're constantly trying to be that which you are not. And you're not embodying what you already naturally are, right? So it cuts out the seeking, it cuts out the grimy, nasty ideas that say that we're not enough. Like once you understand where that comes from, where it's been rooted, your entire life changes when you operate from a place of I'm totally enough. This is who I'm meant to be. And when someone or something or the adversary steps in to throw you off your game, guess what? It doesn't freaking matter because you're so crystal clear on who you are. When someone comes up to me and they're like, oh, you're being emotional, I have no problem reflecting back to them that I'm just a mirror and those emotions aren't mine, right? Like, how good would it feel in your life if I was able to help correlate one of your traumatic experiences or your blocks that stop you from progress and give you an answer based on your personal human design and show you where your big domino is at? So in human design, there's what's called a domino. The domino is the thing that happens over and over and over and over and over and over. And until you're aware of it, it will continue to happen. And isn't that amazing? Because once you know that, you can believe that you're not broken. Once you know you're not broken, you don't seek validation, you're not seeking approval. You have permission to be fully you and go realize your badass potential. So if you're looking for answers, human design is the answer. And I'll tell you why. What someone else needs may not be what you're looking for or what you need. But the beauty of that is once you know your domino, you can stop the domino effect and have conscious awareness of where the problem started. Awesome. But also have choice in how you now respond to it. And that's all you're really looking for. You're looking to respond to life differently than you always have, right? For me, my domino was getting divorced over and over and over until finally realizing, like, oh, I have this and this and this pattern that happens when I'm operating from a part of me that is not actually me, right? But it's the part of me that wants to prove, it's the part of me that wants to be enough. And since healing that, it is such a rich delight feeling to know that you are already worthy. So that is an exciting process for the woman who's like, who am I? Please tell me who I am. Or the woman who's like, I need answers. I need answers like right now because let's be honest, therapy is not helping. I've talked about the problem, but the more I talk about the problem grows. Human design says stop focusing on the freaking problem. Human design says there is a map and it's not necessarily predestined. You still have choice. You can operate from it or not. But if you don't know what it is and you haven't had exposure to it, isn't that a blessing? Because you're either happy with where you're at right now or you're not. So book a call with me. The link is below. Let's have a soul chat. Let's talk about the real things. Let's move past the idea that you have to pretend you're happy all the time and that you have to pretend you got it all together and you're managing it okay. Because if you're not thriving, you're truly dying. So book a call, go below, and if you want to know more, I'm excited to guide you back to yourself. The outcome of being whole is yours now. The outcome of feeling loved is yours now. The outcome of being authentic with who you are is now. Better relationships, more money, transfiguring all of the ideas that something is wrong with you because nothing is wrong. You just need more awareness. You just need more answers. You just need a system that guides you back to who you authentically already are. So let's have that talk. Go ahead and book a call, and I'll talk to you then.